go someplace else.
Dave, it's all right.
Monsters, they ought to watch where they're going. You all right?
I'm fine. They were just playing.
Just playing? They could have really hurt you.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time that I've been assaulted by the Big Wheel Rat Patrol.
Are you sure you're all right? Now, you almost fell.
Dave, I am all right.
Hey, I'm sorry.
It's okay. After what you've been through today, the last thing you need to contend with is warring 5-year-olds.
Warring 5-year-olds. That describes my 2 charming daughters' behavior today.
You've just broken promise number 1.
Yes, we weren't going to mention the trial for the rest of the evening, were we?
No, we weren't. We've had enough courtroom tension for one day.
Well, I'll agree to promise number 1, but on number 2, I put my foot down.
Now, look, I said that I would come here and cook dinner for you, and you are going to relax. So you just sit here, let me fluff this up for you, and you relax. And I am going to go start dinner, okay?
Oh, Peter, I didn't know you were here.
Oh, didn't want to interrupt anything.
Interrupt? What would you be interrupting?
Nothing. Nothing.
Wow.
Hey, oh, don't let him get... Oh, you missed. You're finished.
Gosh, Grandpa, this is neat.
Well, I'm glad you like it. I wasn't sure when I bought it that you would.
Oh, yeah, it's great. I really miss getting to play. I wish I could come over here every day.
Well, you know, Eric, you can actually do more than just visit here. I mean, you could probably come here and live indefinitely.
What's indefinitely?
Well, that means all the time. Live here all the time. Right here in this room. Not where your mother has you now.
Really?
Yes, but you're definitely going to have to help me.
Sorry, Peter. I hope you don't think I'm intruding, but your mom told me to make myself at home while she got dinner ready.
That's right. You don't have to explain. Seems no one can explain anything anymore.
What was that?
It's nothing. Nothing. Everything's all right. To be frank, you reminded me of my dad.
Oh, really? You miss him, don't you?
Yes, sir.
He was good at explaining things to you, wasn't he?
What makes you say that?
Well, your comment about nobody explaining things anymore. That tells me a lot.
It shows.
Well, let's just say I'm not fooled.
I'm just looking for some explanations.
Well, like what, for example?
Like, why did Vicky lead me on the way she did? Why did she agree to marry me? Why did she allow me to fall in love more than I ever had in my entire life? She just calls the whole thing off. She disappears. I haven't talked to her since. That's the kind of explanations I need.
Believe me, when it comes to love, it's never easy to explain.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I've been trying to explain it to myself for years, especially these last few months. Look, I know our situation is not quite the same, but I do know how you feel. I love Kate very much, and I couldn't understand why I couldn't have her and why she didn't love me in return. Sorry, Peter. I guess I'm not going to be much help in explaining this one.
It's okay. Maybe you can help me with something else.
Well, I'll try.
Does it ever stop hurting, Doctor?
Well, they say that it takes a long time, but eventually it goes away.
You believe that?
Well, what others say and what I feel are two different things. I wonder if the pain ever really leaves.
Grandpa, I don't understand what you're talking about.
Well, then let me explain it to you. But first, you have to promise me that what I'm going to tell you will be a secret.
A secret?
Oh,
What for?
Well, just between us two men, that's all.
You mean I can't tell Mom?
Oh, no. This is just between us. You see, there are times when men don't always share secrets with women or girls. For example, I'll bet that there are a lot of girls in school that you don't share your best secrets with.
No way.
Well, this is the same idea. Now, I don't want to upset your mother. We've had some disagreements in the past, but they're all over now. And I don't want them to happen again because I love her too much for that. So, do you think that you could promise me to do what I tell you to do without ever mentioning it to your mother?
Sure, I guess so.
Well, you see, the reason we're doing it is that I want you to be able to play with all these things every day. And that means that both you and your mother would live right here.
Mom says she's not very happy when she's living here.
Oh, well, that's all in the past. I mean, it's inconsequential.
What does that mean?
You know, Eric, I think we're going to have to get a word game for that thing over there. It means that it doesn't matter now. Your mother and I are friends again. But you know, Eric, what both of us have to do is try and convince your mother that this is the place where you should live.
Well, I can help with that, 'cause I love it here.
Of course you do. Any carpenter would.
Mom's a carpenter.
Yes, but,
Grandpa,
yeah?
I want to help you and everything, but can we talk about this later? I want to play that game again.
Of course you can. But before you do, you know, I'm very glad that you have agreed to help me.
Oh, it's no problem. I don't mind doing it as long as it's going to help Mom.
So, if the hurt doesn't go away, where does that leave us?
I don't know, Peter. Why don't you sit down? Maybe we should talk about it. Maybe you and I ought to start a club or something.
Oh, boy. Kingsley Lonely Hearts Club Band, maybe? No romantics allowed, though.
Oh, no, don't deny the romantics. That'll be our primary source of membership.
I guess so. I hope you don't think I'm just a romantic.
What do you mean, just a romantic? You say that as if there's something wrong with it.
There are a few folks around here who think that I'm some starry-eyed kid. I love Vicky.
I'm sure that you do.
If I love her that much, then... I don't know.
No, come on, go on.
If I loved her as much as I... How can I ever love anybody else, huh? That's stupid, right?
No, it's not stupid. And you will someday.
You think so?
I'm sure of it.
What about you?
Me? Oh, even though I say that I think that this feeling for Kate will never leave, I know that deep down someday it will.
Do you really think you'll be able to love somebody again, though?
In time, when the past is put where it belongs. Yes, I know it'll happen. Someday I'll be able to love again. I know I will.
Somebody answer the phone, Ione. Anybody here? Coming. Hello? Ione, where the heck are you? In the hospital? Well, I was just over to see Alicia and Jean and Carla last week, and she was fine. I mean, she had a little cough, but... A lung infection? Oh, wow. How bad is it? Oh, gee, that's too bad. Yeah, well, look, don't worry about getting home here, okay? Just don't worry about it. Yeah. You what? You got Russ and Blair coming for dinner? Oh, Ione, come on. I mean, Miriam and I can't even burn toast, let alone fix dinner. Oh, gee. Yeah. 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 Look, the way to a man's heart is not through his stomach, Ione. Trust me. Okay. What do you want me to fix? Yeah. Need the dough. What do I need? I need to throw this stuff away and go out to dinner. Oh, the rice. Ah! Where did all the water go? Holy smoke. Oh, just a minute. Equal amounts of water. Just a minute. I'm coming. Oh, Blair, hi. You're a little early, huh?
Well, just a little. I had some errands to run. I guess they didn't take as long as I thought they would.
No, actually, you're right on time. Come on in.
Just on time for what?
Time to help the Galloping Gourmet come at least up to a slow trot.
And what does that mean?
It means that Ione has gone over to Jean and Carla's and left me with KP.
Do you need some help?
Help? How about a miracle?
Well, I can help with the cooking. Miracles are not up my alley.
Yeah, good. Come on, follow me.
Well, hey, maybe we should take a rain check, huh?
A rain check? What are you, kidding? This chicken is going to be great. I mean, I have a real feeling about it, you know? The rice, I'm not too sure of. I mean, all the water's gone, look. I mean, I put it in there and I added the water, like I said, and it just kind of soaked it up like a sponge, you know?
Hey, I am sure it's going to be just fine.
Well, you know, maybe we could kind of hide it underneath the chicken, you know?
Oh, well, how about we could make some sauce?
Did you say sauce?
Mm-hmm. Or gravy or something.
Ione was right. God does answer prayer. He sent me someone who could cook. Look, here we go. Here's another apron. I'll tell you what we're going to do. You are going to be the supreme chef.
Oh, and what does that make you?
It makes me the chief taste tester.
So, have you got enough to buy me that silk flower arrangement down at Ashland's?
That's very funny.
What's the matter?
Well, I'm going over the finances, and you're talking about buying silk flowers. Honey, have you ever looked over these things?
Yes, I have. And it seemed to me that financially we're doing okay.
Yeah. We're doing okay if I don't lose the malpractice suit. I found out that if Dan Myers and Nancy wins, my insurance company won't pay for the full amount that they're asking.
Ben, we've already talked about this. You're not going to lose, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I just wish I was that confident.
Look, you were the one who pushed for the court trial. And I really believe you're right. You're innocent, so there's no reason for you to act guilty.
Then why do I feel so guilty? Not about Nancy's operation, but I mean about being a lousy husband. Honey, do you realize that if I lose this suit, we could end up out on the streets?
Come on. Where's the Ben Martin I used to know that was ready to take on the world?
Maybe he's hiding from the nightmares that keep telling him that his chances in court seem less and less hopeful.
Or let me ask you this. If you were so concerned about losing this case, then why did you choose to go into court instead of just settling out of court?
I don't know. Right now, I just feel afraid. That's what I feel, is afraid.
God has not given you a spirit of fear, but of power and love.
And sound mind. Yes, I know all those things, but it's not registering.
So just say it out loud a few times and maybe it will.
What if we have to sell this place?
We won't have to sell it. And even if we did, I don't care. The important thing is that we're together and we love each other.
Yeah, I know that.
Hey, come here, let me do your back.
Good. Honey, I'm sorry for acting like this. It's just that the whole thing is just starting to get to me.
Will you just keep plugging away at the clinic and
No, that's
Scotty
another
and I-
thing.
What?
The clinic. We got some letters from contributors this week.
That's good though, isn't it? I mean, they send checks with those letters.
Not this time. We got 5 letters from major contributors, all of them saying they're going to pull out their support.
No!
Yes. With Dave on trial for murder, me involved in a malpractice suit, can you blame them?
Oh, God.
Honey, I honestly don't know how the clinic's going to survive.
they didn't come out quite like I expected them, you know?
Babs, did you use baking powder?
No, I couldn't find it.
Oh, Babs, oh no.
Well, that was only one little teaspoonful. You know, I mean, how important can it be?
Well, how about that important?
Oh, brother. Well, maybe we can kind of hide these under the chicken.
Yeah, alongside the rice, right?
You're learning. It's gotta be a big chicken, too. That must be our guest of honor. Aha! Here he
Hi,
is.
Babs. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Am I early?
Oh, you're never early around here.
What is it? When you come to eat at Ione's, you got to cook too?
Well, no, not usually, but Ione's over at Gina and Carla's taking care of Jimmy, and Blair was good enough to help me out.
Well, where's Gina and Carla?
Well, they had to take Alicia to the hospital.
Hospital? What's wrong?
Well, she's got a lung infection or something.
Oh boy, geez, I'm really I'm sorry to hear that. She gonna be all right, I hope.
I hope so. Hey, let me take your coat.
Sure,
Come on.
sure. Thanks.
Sit down and relax a
Oh
little bit.
boy, I tell you, I could really use sitting down and getting off my feet. That feels great.
Oh, what is that?
Well, it's just a really crazy day at the clinic today. What with Dave gone and Ben. Tell you something, I love the guy, but he can really be a pain to work with when he's under pressure.
Yeah, well, Nancy's scuzzy lawyer must be making things pretty hot for him, isn't he?
Yeah, and it's been getting to him too. It's been getting him really depressed.
Why, what's he doing?
Well, I don't know, just little things, I guess. But to me, it's major coming from Ben, you know? It's like today, there was this little kid that came to the clinic. Ramirez, I think was his name, or something like that. Well, he'd been in a knife fight, if you can believe that. It wasn't anything bad, but it warranted taking him down to the emergency room at Kingsley General. Well, Ben, you know, he's done that before, and he goes on down, and he helps out if they need him, you know. Well, this time, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't take the kid down. He wanted me to do it. Not that I mind. I mean, I don't mind doing it, but I just would have felt a little more comfortable having Ben along.
Well, yeah, sure you would, but didn't you tell him that?
I did.
So what did he say?
He said that he was told not to show his face at Kingsley General, and he has no intention of doing so.
Ben, look, I don't think we even need those supporters if they're gonna run every time we have a few problems.
It's not a few problems. We're talking about a malpractice suit. I mean, that's not like traffic violations. And this kind of publicity, well, everyone just reacts to this kind of publicity.
Well, look, we'll just have more contributors. I mean, this is a worthy cause no matter what's happening right now.
No, I don't know about how worthy it is.
What does that mean?
It means I'm not sure if I want to work at the clinic anymore.
Ben, you have said that before, and I'll tell you honestly, I don't know how to take it. The clinic is your whole life. It's been your dream.
Honey, there are other things to do in medicine.
Like what? Like go to some big hospital and get lost in the bureaucracy? Ben, you want to help people, and those people need you, and you need them.
Do I? Listen, I've been talking to Dr. Whitman. He's in charge of the pre-med program over at Kingsley College. I'm thinking about teaching for him.
You're not serious.
Why? There's nothing wrong with teaching.
No, there's nothing wrong with it for someone else, but not for Ben Martin. You love your work. You love treating patients.
Loved. Past tense. The love affair's over, Lori.
Ben, I just want you to be happy, that's all. All I'm trying to say is that I think that if you weren't under this pressure, maybe you wouldn't feel this way.
Maybe. But we can't live our lives on maybes, can we?
No?
Hey, I just want you to know that you'll never be a maybe in my life. My practice, the clinic, teaching, those are all maybes. But you'll never be. You and Scotty are my hope and my joy.
I love you, Ben.
I love you. I do love you so much.
Again, Mrs. Davidson, my compliments to the chef.
I will be sure to convey them, sir.
Oh, and I'm going on a search and destroy mission for some more croissants, so you'll have to excuse me. All right?
Sounds like a good idea, Peter.
Thanks a lot.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
you betcha. Well, what can I say? You're always there when I need you.
and I will be there again in court tomorrow.
Thanks again.
I want to thank you for talking to Peter. He can't always receive from me, and, well, it was just good that he had a mature man's point of view about life.
Life and love? I don't know if it was as much advice as it was commiserating with him.
No. Now, you just go home and get a good night's sleep, knowing that you helped a young man get a better perspective.
Well, okay. Terry, thanks for everything you've been for Stacy and me throughout all this.
You're welcome.
Good night.
Good night. Lord, I just thank you for all the strength you provided for that man. Now make that known to him, Lord. You know, Lord, you say you'll give us wisdom if we just ask for it. Well, right now, I ask that you give us wisdom. Give somebody the wisdom to know who really killed Kate. Thank you, Lord. I love you.